Welcome back, guys. It's the day ones. I'm CJ.
Say Fent.
We got our shirts on.
Yes. To our lovely
Creator of tees. Yes.
It's a tea thing.
Absolutely.
Custom made t-shirts,
Best
hoodies,
quality.
best quality. She does anything you want. Go follow her.
Yes.
It's a tea thing.
On Instagram.
If you want beanies, follow our man. Just an icon. Support black businesses. It's very important.
Absolutely.
No tea, no shade.
No.
And my man Jules will drop her as well.
Okay.
All right, moving on.
So here we are. This is the topic we're going to talk about right now. Long-term engagements and don't say it. So long-term engagements, okay?
Yeah.
And is it hard to date while you still when you damn?
Oh,
Oh
no, leave it. This is good because you never see her out of character. No, this is good. Yes.
Okay.
No, go. Keep
long-term engagements, and is it hard for you to move on while you're still married but separated?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Damn.
All right, she can't be right all the time. She got to be Miss Perfect.
Okay, well, go on now.
I am in that situation, by
Okay.
the way. I'm in my business again, but that's okay. It's voluntary. So, on their bar confessions, as we said in the last segment, they talked about this specific topic, being engaged or that person is engaged or separated. I have been separated for 5 years,
That's a
and I have been
long
married
time.
for 5 years.
That's a long time. So basically, when you got married, you got separated right away. I mean, that's what the man says.
Again, okay, you know what? We're going to get this out of the way, all right? When I got married, ladies, please don't say nothing. And this is the honest to God truth. Shh. When I got married, okay, at the time, my beautiful friend, who she is now, we've come a very long way.
Who?
These last 2 years, my friend, who I'm married to. If y'all know me, you know who I'm talking about.
Okay.
All right, now, when we got married, back then the laws were different. We had to get married to get the same sex benefits.
Okay.
Okay.
Y'all couldn't did the domestic partnership, John?
No, we tried to do that and everything. They said no. New Jersey doesn't recognize that anymore.
Okay.
You had to get married. So we got married, folks. If I was to get married, come on, you know my wedding would be lit, like real fun. And so, and it'll be a destination wedding too, because you know I be having everybody and stuff. So anyway, so that I'm in that situation. She's moved forward, and I'm so happy for her. She's engaged,
right?
But we're still married.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just a matter of getting a divorce. I ain't paying for a motherfucking thing because I ain't do stuff.
But my thing is that if you want to get away from this relationship, why not just go ahead and pay for half of it, if not all? Because I'm saying like this: if I'm married to somebody and I want that contract to end, I'm going to pay for it. I'm not going to put it in somebody else's hands.
You know what? I think it's gonna come down to that. I mean, I was being petty Betty, 2 years ago, and I said, if you want the divorce, of course she filed, and she's just, it was a back and forth type of thing. It was both of us because it takes two to argue. I don't want to hear my fault, her fault. No, it takes two. Like, right. It's two sides to a story. So, I think it's going to come down to, because I want her to be happy. I mean, if anything, I'm glad that she's happy and she moved on and found the love of her life and stuff. And
that was a little shade.
That was no tea, no shade. Word is bond. Stop it.
Did she upgrade or did she downgrade?
Well, you've seen the picture, you know what I mean? You could be the judge. No tea, no shade. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got nothing.
Does that make you feel better if you think that the person was a downgrade?
Okay, back when I was being petty Betty, I'm gonna keep it real. Yeah, I was saying all types of stuff because my mouth was reckless. He ain't back then. But the changing and evolving, LaTanya. See how I changed? Because I didn't revert to T-Fent. Now, okay. The new LaTanya is, I'm okay. And I'm going to give her what she wants. She's getting married July 2nd.
Well, she got to get a divorce.
But she's got to get a divorce. So we do tend sometimes to go be like, well, when you going to pay for it? So I think it's only $300 left. Why not? $175 a piece. We might, is the math right?
No.
Well, whatever. That's definitely, okay. 300. Yeah.
Yes.
Carry the one. Yeah. Okay. I'm sorry, everybody. Again.
If you gotta help, ask me for help.
Okay.
Again,
Okay. Leave it alone.
All
Leave
right.
it alone. Stay on track. So, yeah, I think I'm just gonna bless her, and we might as well just get it over and done with because we're never getting back together. The song by my man, We Are Never Ever, Eric Bellinger. If you don't know him, you better listen to him.
Do you think that, well, let me ask you this. Were you and her engaged at all before y'all got married?
We was engaged for 8 years, Carla.
Okay, so to me, like you had an 8 year engagement, right?
We had an 8-year engagement.
Like, why did y'all wait so long to get married? And like I mean, don't you think that you find out enough about who you date in an 8-year engagement to make the decision that you should make before you commit to marriage?
All right.
So don't rush me while my brain is
because you okay, here we go. All right, listen, everybody. For those who know me, I have explained this story before, so I'm going to say it again. My ex and I, excuse me, my wife and I, because we're still married.
Yes.
My wife and I, the first 6 years, great. It was the last 7. See, I got my math right because we were together for 13 years. So, off and on.
Okay.
The last 7 years.
I don't really remember y'all being on and off. It must have been like, let me go stay the night over somebody's house for 2 days or something. But I don't really remember y'all being on and off.
Well, we let people know what we wanted them to know. Moving on.
Okay.
So,
were y'all still in the same house though? Were y'all like? Because I don't recall y'all having no breaks, unless that's when you was just.
Go ahead, Carla, let it out. Go ahead.
Up and down the highway.
Yes, I was a thought about her. Sure was. Can talk about it. Not proud about it because it's not right leading people on and playing with people's hearts. So that time around, I guess, yeah, well, we tend to stray and we lead people on and we hold on to these relationships because we think it's funny and we're cocky about it and we know we can get whomever we want. But in the same sense, it's wrong. And I'll be the first one to tell you it's wrong. It's demeaningful and it's hurtful. And I've apologized to her for it. But now, again, it is what it is. So I think I'm not going to be petty anymore. And I'm just going to go ahead with the divorce because it's nothing to hold on to. It's nothing there. And I don't want to have to bring that in my next relationship if I choose to get into a relationship. And having to open up that Pandora's box and explaining, oh, well, I got to tell you, as you're getting to know each other, I'm married. Red flag. So I don't want any red flags. I want it to be over and done with. And I do remind her, I said, I'm glad that you're moving on with your life and everything like that, but you're still married. And we got to get, I want you to be, and you are, but I want you to get married. And everybody, yes, we are very good friends to this day. She did co-parent with me since my son was 11 years of age. So we're family. So we're at that level. And it took a very long time to get at that level because we were both being petty betties. So, yeah, so I'm proud to say that. So I think we're just going to close that chapter. I think that needs to be closed so I can open up and spread my wings and see what's out there. I miss it a little bit.
Well, let me ask you this.
What's up?
Has it been hard trying to date because you're married?
Yeah, that's one of the reasons why, ladies, as well.
People do like when you meet women, do they be like, you know what, like holla at me when you done with your process?
Well, as of lately, when people see me, they do not want to talk to me because they automatically assume I'm a player, and that's by my wardrobe. So everybody know I love to dress. I can turn it on and I can turn it off. I can relax. I can be on chill mode. However, ladies, get to know me before. You can't judge a book by its cover. And I know how the world is set up. That's what we do. Damn dog. This, that, and third. No, that's not me. It was the old me. That's not the new me now.
Dogs come in many different outfits. Trust and believe.
I'm sure of it. I used to be one. However, all I'm asking for is a chance. When I get to that level, I'm a work in progress as well. There's still things that I know what I want in a relationship. And by me being in different relationships with kids, without kids, it's hard and it's boundaries. So I've learned all of those things. So I did say at one point I did not want to be with someone who had children. Well, that's kind of hard in this day and age to be with somebody that doesn't have any kids. I would prefer that they're older.
Yes,
that's all.
Say that.
I would just prefer that they're older because I'm stingy with mine in the beginning. I just wanted to be you and me and them over there.
Yes.
I ain't the clingy type. You can go out and do what you want to do. We just respect each other. We got to trust each other. And I think that's where I'm at right now. Can I trust? And can I be trusted? I'm on a level where I think that I can be trusted. Look at me. Don't you think you could trust me? So, that's where I'm at with it. But I do love her. We renewed our friendship. So I wish the best to her and her fiance. We just need to get this divorce because there's no revolving doors here. And I'm gonna leave it at that.
That is going to be emotional for you when you do actually sign on the dotted line.
Of course, I love her. I mean, I love her. I'm not in love with her, but I love her because we became friends. We were friends. I've known her for like 15, 16 years now. So we're now at a point where we actually can talk.
Right.
It's every other day. You know, it's not an everyday thing. And most of all, we talk about Elijah. So it's nothing in between. It is no flirtation stuff going on in there. Not at all. But her man doesn't know she talks to me. So, she got to clean that up.
Would you go to her wedding?
I was going to, but I'm playing myself like that. And that would be ignorant to do that.
I wouldn't go.
It'd be me gloating like, no, I'm not doing all that because heads will turn if I go. And that's all. I mean, no tea, no shade. Let me clean that up real quick. Heads would turn though if I go.
So let's go back for a second.
Okay.
We're talking about long, extended engagements. Do you think that, is it frowned upon? Like, for example, you had mentioned before about Chrissy and Jimmy. The situation with Chrissy and Jimmy, they've been together for like almost 20 years, basically. Yeah. She wanted to get married initially. He was dragging his feet. Now he wants to get married. She's dragging. Now she don't care about getting married anymore. Because once you've been in a relationship for so long, a lot of people just realize that you don't really need to have that contract to say that that you're married because you're already living as if you're married anyway. So a lot of people are like really, they get settled with the situation for what it is. They don't really need anything extra.
Well, with that, look, at this point, if you look, we said if you like it, better put a ring on it. Put a ring on it, and if it's that long of an engagement, it's never going to happen. It's never going to. I will. You don't want an accident like mine, and I can't get that back.
I agree. It's never going to happen. Once you get engaged for such a long time, the likelihood of you getting married is slim to none because you really do just get comfortable with the situation as what it is. You know what I'm saying? The only thing that a marriage really does, in my opinion, because you can still cheat on a person, you know what I'm saying? You can still do everything that you would normally do without getting married. You can still do when you're married, vice versa, whatever the case may be. But what I'm saying is that only thing that it really protects you with is if you're on your deathbed, you know what I'm saying, you die, property, things like that, making decisions in a person's funeral, you don't have those decisions. So you could be with somebody 20 years and then your partner passed away and you ain't allowed to make no decisions. It's whoever the closest kin is. If it's the child, don't let the person still be married because it's going to be that wife or that husband or the parent, that person's parent. So that's the hurtful part about it, is that I have witnessed people be married to people, not be married, be in a relationship with somebody for 20-some years. That person died. And now because the family really didn't like that person anyway, come in and take their property that belongs to both of them. But if it's in his or her name, whoever passed away, it belongs to the next of kin. So I've seen people be ripped of that experience of even being at the person's deathbed. You know what I'm saying? To say the last words to the person because they are not married. So that's really the only reason to get married for a lot of people.
For a lot of people, if you look at it that way, and like I said to my wife, I think it's more now that he's pressing it. I shouldn't have said that. I don't know what the situation is, but we need to, because if I die, whatever I have left will go to her. If she dies, it goes to me.
Right.
And I don't think he wants that.
Right.
So I think
if something were to happen to her
my decision, and
It will
we
be-
talked about that.
Right,
too.
it will be your decision.
Yeah.
And you could even say, I don't want you here at the funeral. I don't want you in the hospital with her. I'm going to be here. And a lot of people have done that, just being petty. Like they have stepped in and prevented that person from showing up. And a lot of people's parents too. A lot of moms and dads. I don't want this person here. I never liked this person anyway.
Exactly. Unfortunately, I never had that problem with the in-laws. However, yeah, but you know, I think it's about that time because, like, yeah, if something if someone was happening to me, I'm automatically calling Carla, even though she doesn't have no hearsay to be like, well, who you're married? Yeah, I would have to call her too. But
And
Nikki, and so on and so forth.
Nikki gonna be there.
So
Nikki gotta be there.
So she can aggravate me
want,
on my deathbed.
No, if you want to go out, if you want to go out in any kind of style, you gotta let Nikki be there. Because if you depend on me to be there, you always gonna be real bland. I'm bland. Nikki had that thing like Versace.
No, I already said what I want to get cremated, but that's another topic. We're not even going to speak that into existence. Yeah,
what would?
Right there. But yeah, so getting married, I'm gonna say, and she really reaching for the wood. Did you knock for me too?
Yeah, knocked.
Okay.
Okay.
No, I said, did you knock for me too?
Damn.
Not listening. So yeah, those when it comes to that technical part of marriage, yeah, but I'm going to put it to you right now, and fellas and women, let's be realistic. If it's been 8 years, it ain't never gonna happen. Bunk that. If it's been more than 3 years, then you can forget it. It's not gonna happen.
It's a wrap.
So don't fool yourself into thinking
y'all not getting married. Y'all too comfortable.
And then forget about getting put on any property. That's a wrap. Because you wasn't on it the first time.
If you're not gonna get married, you at least gotta do some kind of living will or something to protect your partner.
That's right.
In the event that something does happen. You feel me? But a lot of people look down on Jimmy and Chrissy's relationship. I don't know why people think, get so caught up in other people's situation, but I think that their love,
because we nosy,
it's
entertaining.
Their love is so strong. That's the kind of relationship that I would want to be in. That's a strong relationship. You don't think so? Jimmy protects Chrissy at all costs.
Listen.
And vice versa.
Okay. They're thugs. I love them both. Don't get me wrong. She's a bully, and you know she is.
You know who my relationship goal is? Styles P, his wife. I love their relationship.
You know who my what'd you just say? That wine is kicking in. What did you just say?
Goal.
My relationship goal and the celebrity couple that I must say that I absolutely adore.
Get mad at me because she gone.
None.
Who?
None of them.
None of them.
And what Chrissy and Jim Jones, I absolutely do love them and everything like that. But they stayed from a different structure. It ain't because he has her like that. She likes the fact that he's a protector and vice versa.
And
they both
like
protect
8
each
years
other.
older than him.
Exactly. And he knows he's not going to get a woman to ride for him like that the way Chrissy does. She's the side. She's the wifey. Like she gonna hold everything down. Like she know another joint. Whether I'm trying to kick it to her or not, she gonna come to my defense. Like why you talking to my man? Boom, boom, boom.
You never heard Jimmy ever being caught out there.
Yeah, because he good.
But I like the fact that he's so respectful of their relationship.
To a certain extent.
You'll never hear about Jimmy out there doing anything.
Because you ain't telling me that Jimmy ain't out there.
You don't hear about it.
You don't hear, and that's good. That's being a true player. I mean, I'm not promoting it. I'm sorry.
No.
I'm not promoting it. No shade. But some players get caught. Some people don't. You want people in your business. Don't be flashy that way. You don't get caught. Denzel Washington said it. The best in American gangster. When you flash, you get caught. So that applies to cheating.
That applies to everything. That's real talk right there.
Y'all wonder why I'm laughing because I used to be that person.
She's laughing because she's a cheater. Reformed cheater. Well, we don't know yet because you haven't been in a relationship. So really, the proof is not in the pudding yet.
I'm telling you because I'm speaking it in existence.
You got to get in a relationship first to see.
No,
if you have reformed. We don't know yet. You've been single.
If you feel it, and let me get this straight, I'm single by choice, not because I want to be. I'm single by choice.
You are single because you want to be. You're single.
I mean, yeah, I said that wrong.
Yes.
I'm single because I want to be.
Yes.
Not that I have to be.
Right.
Because I know me, and I got to still get them scratches out of me, them itches. I don't want to have to scratch no more. You know what they say about dogs. We scratch a lot and we itch. So I don't want that going into my next relationship, if there is a next relationship. I think dating is fine.
Right.
Why? No commitments, no clinginess, no texts, no drive-bys, no pop-ups. You ain't got to deal with none of that.
Right.
You set the rules where they at. How you doing? Just that and the third, blah, say blah. It's easier that way for me. That's how I'm taking in the next approach in 2022. Okay. That's what I'm doing. I can't speak for everybody else. I'm not just jumping in. Because I've done that, and that's why I had failed relationships. So I'm not going to do that because I haven't dealt with my other baggage. So I don't want baggage into this one, and my baggage is in a red alert, red flag is being married. Whether it's innocently or whatever, and maybe they don't even want to hear the story behind it, the background, whatever you want to call it. They don't want to hear it. I'm not stepping into that. So I do want the divorce. It's not like I'm prolonging it. Please better believe I ain't prolonging it. However, you know, but yeah, you can forget about it, ladies and men. After 3 years, you're not getting married. It's a wrap. Doobies and hairpins is not happening, and that's just the reality of it.
Just make sure that you cover yourself, in your relationship by making sure everything is in writing. That's it.
But then again, some people just like, I got that ring. You know, they look at that girl. Ooh.
To me, that ring is a placeholder. It's for a man to put you on hold.
That's right.
That's it.
Or male.
On hold. You on hold until they want to make a decision.
And it's not fair to the heart. It's not healthy mentally. It's not. So I think we all need to be careful when we take that leap of faith again. In any relationship, like time, you have an expiration date on everything, and I think that should be established in the beginning of the relationship.
That's a good point. You should say this is 24 months. That's it. We gotta set the date. Let's go. That's
if you're into that sort of thing, want to get engaged and all that. Some people are just fine with, like myself, I just want to date in 2022. And we'll see where to take it from there. Carla, she's more of a, you ain't taking my pension and all that type of jazz type of girl. You just have different people and different relationships. But I wish everybody the best of luck and good, healthy relationships, whether it's romantically, friendship, sisterhood, whatever you got going on. Just everybody remember your mental health is everything. And self-respect is everything, and treasure everything that you have, because remember, it's a blessing just waking up every morning.
It is.
On that note, we're going to discuss our next topic. We hope you're enjoying it. Please leave your comments at the bottom. We shall respond.
All right.
Hit it.
See you later, guys. Thank you for viewing. Bye-bye.
That was a good one.